Father's Day is coming up. It's a day when we honor dads, but it can also be a difficult, lonely holiday for fathers dealing with divorce.
Here in Chicago, attorney Jeffery Leving has made it a career fighting for fathers. He joins us now alongside litigation director Arthur Callow to share their latest work in helping families. Welcome, gentlemen.
Great to be here.
Good to be here.
Let's start talking about Father's Day first. Jeffrey, how can divorced dads be the best dad possible?
Being there, their presence is really what's critical. Fathers are absolutely essential in the lives of their children. The first book I wrote talks about how important involved fathers are. For instance, on pages 46 and 47 of my first book, Father's Rights, I have one statistic that shows that with involved fatherhood, children are more likely to do better academically. So, and that's just one statistic. Little girls are safer because little girls that are father absent are more likely to become victims of abuse, physical, sexual abuse. So fathers are very, very important. I know Dr. Margaret Mead once said fathers are biological necessities, but social accidents. I completely disagree. They're not social accidents. Fathers are important, mothers are important, families are important.
So in that vein of making sure that fathers are still present in their children's lives, Arthur, you have come across a case where you helped to make sure that a young girl had her father in his life.
That's right.
Had him in her life.
That's right. A distressed father came into our offices. He hadn't seen his daughter in many months. They were very long, lonely months for him. He didn't even know where she was living. We were able to locate her through our detective, and we reunited him and the daughter. We arranged for parenting time, and the first time he saw the daughter, he noticed that there was a bruise on her face. And he found out that the bruise was caused by a beating by the mother's new boyfriend. We went into court immediately. We were able to change custody, and we won him custody, and we reunited the father and the daughter, and we also rescued the daughter from a very dangerous situation.
Gosh. What advice do you give to dads as Father's Day comes up if they can't be with their children on Father's Day? Because it's got to be a very difficult weekend for them.
It's very difficult, and it's difficult emotionally for fathers and psychologically when they want to protect their children. They love their children, and they feel they can't, especially if they don't even know where their children are. So the main thing is don't give up hope, and I have a lot of resources for fathers, psychological, legal, investigative, but the key is don't give up hope.
And what advice do you offer to those fathers from that legal perspective? Should they be gathering information before they come to see you, or when is the right time to come and see you?
They should see us as soon as they can. We can help them gather the information. We can help them know what they should remember and what they should jot down and what they should record so that it's done properly. And they should come to us before it gets too late, and we can help them immediately. That's just the beginning of their work. I mean, we need to reunite the children with their fathers if their fathers aren't in their lives, and then they need to carry on with that. They have to understand that the children are not going to remain children forever.
Sure,
and this is the time that they're needed, the fathers are needed, and this is the time they can be of most benefit to the children.
I imagine a lot of fathers don't even know what their rights are as they head into a divorce. That's got to be the first education you're giving them.
Exactly. And one thing I tell dads, don't put anything on social media. And if you do, let me look at it first, because sometimes lawyers will study social media to gather evidence to utilize in court. And I remember one case I handled where Art Callow and myself were representing the son of a director of a national TV show. Was in Los Angeles, and we were able to somewhat easily win the case and recover our client's child because the opposing party and her mother were posting everything online, their witnesses, what their witnesses were going to testify in court. When we showed up to court in Los Angeles, we knew exactly who their witnesses were going to be, what they were going to say, because they were all of this was online.
And a lot of your work doesn't necessarily end up in the courtroom. You do a lot of community service as well.
Absolutely, a lot of community service. I founded the Fatherhood Educational Institute, a 501c3 charity, which is a charity to help families, fathers, indigent fathers, children, everybody. I also chair the Illinois Council Responsible Fatherhood for the governor of the state, and I do all of this for free. I also lecture locally and nationally. I don't charge, to try and make change, facilitate change. And I recently, just last week, finished a legal project for a young man to help prepare him for his future.
4,000 hours of service for the most recent award that you were getting, I understand?
Yeah, I'm very honored. I was contacted by a state senator, and I've been informed I'm going to be receiving an award from President Joe Biden having to do with lifetime achievement, and I can't wait. It's going to be this Sunday because I worked with President Biden when he was President Barack Obama's vice president years ago on President Obama's National Finance Committee during his second term.
All right. Well, gentlemen, thank you for coming in and for your work. For more information, you can call the number there on your screen or go to dadsrights.com.